Okay, chapter 3, transportation. What is the transport system in organism? What are the components that involved in the blood circulatory system? What type of blood groups did the human have? What factor affect the rate of transpiration in plants? So here we have for human or animal, human and animal together for blood circulatory system, and one more for plants. Transpiration in plant, transportation in plant. What do plant carry out? In human, transportation in human, what the human have in their body, what they transport throughout their body. They're divided into two, human and animal, and then one more is plant. So we have five component, five lesson that you need to study. The transport system in organism, from microorganism into complex organism to complex organism, and blood circulatory system in human or animal, human blood, type of human blood, okay. Transport system in plants, xylem, phloem, what they carry, okay. And then the last one in chapter 3 is blood circulatory system in animals and transport system in plants. Ini dia buat comparison or differences. Ini differences. The last one is differences between animal or human and plants. Okay. Right, 3.1. Transport system in organism. So you are given a photograph, a picture. 3.1 Klang Valley Rail Transit Map. So this one to give you a picture of transportation. So when we say or when we state about transportation, what comes in your mind is the car, the bus, lorry, LRT, right? So they give you a picture of transport, rail transit map to give you a picture of transportation. So like in human, plants also have their own transportation system, transportation system. Ayo, saya lupa nak padam. Tak sempat nak memadam. Bagi masa saya padam sekejap. Ni. Julai 2020. Ayo. Nak main lah. Tak boleh je. Boleh je tapi nampak messy lah serabut. Okay. Need for transport system in organism. Okay. Why human, why animal, why plant, why all organism in the earth? Organism means living thing. And why all organism in earth need for transport system? Okay. For what? Yeah, they said about every cell needs oxygen, okay, and nutrient to get energy. So why we need transportation system? Because we need oxygen. So in human, oxygen is transported by red blood cell. That oxygen that we inhale is transported by red blood cell. Okay, so that's why we learn about transportation system. Okay, for plant also need nutrient. Plant need nutrient to get energy or to make their food. To make food. Human need oxygen to get the energy to do work. Plant need nutrient to carry out photosynthesis. Okay, that's why we need transportation system. Okay, at the same time, we also remove waste product. from our body. Human remove waste product, plant also remove their waste product. Right, human remove or release carbon dioxide from their body, and then plant remove remove what? Plant remove a dry leaf, dry branch, that uh, any part of plant that they don't want. Okay, the process of carrying oxygen, nutrient, and other useful substance from the external environment into the cell is through diffusion process. Okay, diffusion process already stated in chapter 2. Okay, and then the process of removing or eliminating waste product from the cell also through diffusion. The same. The absorption, the eliminating, okay, all go through diffusion process. Okay, what is the system that carry useful substance to all part of the body of an organism and eliminate waste product? Okay, we call it transport system. Okay, transport system. Okay, we have two transport system here, in simple organism and in complex organism. In simple organism, okay, simple organism consists of unicellular organism. Unicellular organism. Uni means one cell. Unicellular, have one cell. Organism or living thing that only have one cell. Unicell. Example, amoeba, euglena, and paramecium. Ni example. We have a lot of microorganism or simple organism that have one cell. Amoeba, euglena, paramecium, chlamydomonas. Okay. Right. Number 2. Okay, number 1. Number 1, the simple organism do not have a specialized transport system. All the substance that needed by the cell, like oxygen and nutrient, just directly enter the cell via diffusion process or through diffusion process. For amoeba, for the simple organism, the oxygen diffuse directly into the cell and remove out the carbon dioxide directly to the surrounding. Okay, because it have only one cell thick of their wall of the membrane cell. Dia punya membrane cell only one cell thick, thin cell only. Same goes to waste product such as carbon dioxide, mineral salt. So also it went through diffusion. Okay. Number 2, transport system in complex organisms. They like human. Complex organism or multicellular organism. Multi means many cell. Organism that have many cell, such as human, vertebrate, animals, and multicellular plants. Plants considered as complex organism because it has leaf, it has stem, okay, root. So there are many cells: root cell, leaf cell, stem cell. So they are multicellular or complex organism. Human also a lot of cell. Okay, so this complex organism have a special transport system that we call it blood circulatory system. They want to transport oxygen. To remove waste product, we have excretory system. Excretory system. Then for respiration, we have blood circulatory system. Blood circulatory system to carry the oxygen and to pump up pump out the oxygen to the whole body. Okay. In complex organism also involve diffusion process. Ni sama yang dekat lungs. Dekat lungs. Chapter 2. Right. Importance of the function of transport system in organism. Ni, yang saya tulis ni benda sama je. Okay. Number 1. What is the function of transport system? To transport oxygen, transport nutrient for plants, in order to carry out cellular respiration. Why we need to transport oxygen? To carry out respiration. Okay, why plant need? Why we need a nutrient? Also for cellular respiration. So this nutrient refer to glucose. Let's still remember the equation for respiration. Human need oxygen and also food or glucose in order to carry out cellular respiration, and we remove carbon dioxide, water vapor and energy in order to carry out daily activities. So we need all these two, nutrient and oxygen, and we eliminate carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, in plant, for this one for plant, transport system carries substance needed by plants such as mineral salt absorbed by the roots, and water also absorbed by the root, and the product of photosynthesis will produce glucose. Produce glucose and oxygen. Okay, this plant, for the plant, the transport system is xylem and phloem to carry out food to the whole part of the plant and to transport water from the root to the leaf, from root to the leaf. Okay. Plant have two. Okay, for water carry out by root to the leaf, by root to the leaf. Nutrient, mineral salt also together with water lah, same, by root and leaf, nutrient or mineral salt. Okay, this one glucose. Glucose is produced by leaf. By leaf transport to the whole part of the plant until root. Terbalik dia punya transport system in plant. Water from root to leaf, glucose from leaf to root, or to whole part of the plant. Okay, and then what waste substance? Waste substance that has to be eliminated, that has to be removed from our body. Okay, we have toxic waste. Urea, toxic waste, urea or urine. Air kencing lah, air kencing. Urea or urine. Okay, toxic waste product that fail to be eliminated from the cell will poison and kill the organism concerned. Okay, if we do not remove our urea, our feces, we will face some problems lah. Constipation, tak boleh nak remove feces, constipation. Ataupun if you cannot remove your urea or urine, you cannot pee, okay, your waste product will accumulate in your kidney, and become what? Stone, become stone, substone. Kan jadi batu karang, batu karang. Nanti nak kencing pun susah, sakit, sampai bleeding, sampai berdarah. Kencing bersama dengan darah. Okay, that's why we need to remove the waste product from our body. Okay, this one is the summary. Importance of transport system. Okay, transport oxygen, nutrient for respiration, and transport water, mineral salt for photosynthesis, and this one for plant. Number 3, remove toxic or remove waste product or waste substance. Okay, dan 3.1. Cepatnya. Dan 3.1. Introduction. Formative practice 3.1. What is the function of the transport system? Okay. Baru je tadi remove waste product. Other than remove waste product, to supply oxygen and nutrient, to supply water, mineral salt to plant. Number 2, state 2 example of substance needed by cells, oxygen, glucose or nutrient. And 2 example of waste product, feces, sweat, urine, urea. Sweat also consists of urea, dry leaf from the plant. Okay. What is the importance of the function of transport system in organism? Okay, ni sama je. Soalan jawapan sama je macam number 1. Sama. To transport oxygen for respiration. For plant, to transport water for photosynthesis. Number 4, explain the impact on organism if the transport system cannot function well. So what happened? If you cannot pee, cannot remove your urea or toxic, you will face kidney failure. Kegagalan buah pinggang. And then may lead to heart attack also. Heart attack, diabetes, cannot remove your urea, okay, will lead to diabetes, and also liver cancer. Liver cancer from alcohol that you consume. Okay. Diabetes come from the high level of sugar. High level sugar. Heart attack come from the high concentration or high volume of your fats, oil in your body. Okay. Right, 3.2, blood circulatory system. Okay, blood circulatory system in vertebrate. Vertebrate means animals or organism that have backbones. Okay, organism that have backbones. So we have mammals, we have reptiles, amphibians, birds, fish, all group of animal. So mammals considered as human also. Okay, human, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish. Organism that have backbone, or we call it vertebrate. Vertebrate. Ni standard 3, standard 5, standard 6 kan belajar ni. Science. Primary school. Vertebrate, invertebrate. So mostly invertebrate organisms have their own specialized transport system. Has their own transport system that we call it blood circulatory system. So this blood circulatory system consists of blood vessels, continuously flow of blood in the blood vessels from your brain, from top to bottom, top of your body to bottom of your body. So we have a continuous blood vessel in our body. Okay, these blood vessels are connected to our heart lah. So the heart is a very important, the main part in our body to transport the oxygen and also carbon dioxide. Okay. However, Okay, there are differences between the transport system in different category of animals. For fish, different with birds, different with mammals, okay, different with reptiles. Okay, all are different. They have different blood circulatory system. Okay, let me see figure 3.3 for fish. We have four here: fish, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals. Okay. Okay, look carefully. Fish have a heart also, but their heart is consists of one ventricle and one atrium. One ventricle, one atrium only. For amphibian, we have two ventricle, one ventricle but two atrium, left and right. One, two, and one ventricle. One ventricle. Two atrium and one ventricle. Like frog and turtles. Dah ada contoh dekat sini. So, I still remember the chapter 2, 2.4 adaptation in respiratory system for amphibian. We have skin also. We have skin. Not only lungs, we also have skin. For this unit, this one refer to lungs lah. Refer to lungs. Because we have heart. This heart will pump blood to lungs. This one for lungs, not for skin. Okay, next, in reptiles. Reptiles have two atrium and two ventricle. One ventricle. There's no separation between the ventricle, so it has one ventricle and two atrium. Two atrium. Okay. So from A, B, and C all have one ventricle. Alright, for mammals and birds. Mammals consist of animal and human. So we have two ventricles and two atrium. Two atrium and two ventricle. What is atrium and ventricles? Actually, what is atrium and ventricles? Okay, atrium and ventricles, it is a space, the space, the chamber inside our heart. So for us, human, we have four chamber. Four space. Two atrium at the top and ventricle at the bottom. Okay, the chamber in our heart. Atrium and ventricle. Okay, boleh beza? Okay, tengok summary dekat sini. For blood circulatory system in fish, one atrium, one ventricle. Amphibian, two atrium, one ventricle. Reptiles, two atrium, one ventricle. Okay, semua sama, one ventricle, except for mammals and birds. We have two atrium and two ventricles. Kita punya jantung. We have four chamber. Four chamber. So bahagian atas ni, the upper part is atrium. Okay. Bottom part is, below part is ventricle. Ventricles. Atrium, upper part, below part is ventricles. So we have right atrium, okay, left atrium. Yang ni you jangan ingat you punya right hand, left hand. Ni vice versa, So tengok inside of your internal organ. So this one considered as right atrium. This one is right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. So 4 chamber in human. Okay. Boleh beza blood circulatory system in 4 different group of animals. 4 different group of animals. Fish, reptiles, fish, amphibian, reptiles, mammals. Only fish have more difference lah. Only one. Amphibian, reptile, 2-1. Amphibians and reptile have same circulatory system, 2-1. And mammals have 2-2. 2-2. Fish, 1-1. Yeah. I thought you can remember this one. Tak susah pun ya. Cuma ingat fish 1-1 and the rest 2-1 except mammals 2-2. Fish and mammals are different. Amphibian, reptile same. Right. Okay, we go to the blood circulatory system in human. Okay, what are in blood circulatory system? Okay, we have artery. We have artery, we have vein, vena, and we have blood capillary. Blood capillary that you found earlier in chapter 2, blood capillary around the alveolus or inside the lung. Okay. Blood capillary, artery, vein, and our main organ is heart. Main organ is heart. So in chapter 3, we more focus on heart, function of heart. So when you see this heart is, the size is same size as your fist. You punya jantung sama dengan you punya ni, genggaman tangan you. Tak besar pun, kecil lah. Yeah, how many beats per second? Continuous, non-stop from your baby until now. That's why we need to take care of our heart. Dia punya function tu sangat berat. Okay. Heart consists of 3 main vessel. 3 main vessel, which are artery, capillary, and vein. So here we can see the differences between the vein and capillary. Okay, artery is a thicker blood vessel compared to the rest. Thicker blood vessel. Thicker means dia punya wall. Dia punya wall ni thicker, and then the hole. This hole where the blood flow, come in and come out, okay, enter and out, we call it lumen. Lumen, lumen. Okay. The pathway of blood flow, we call it lumen. So we can see the difference here. The lumen of artery is smaller, and the lumen for vein are bigger than artery. Vein is bigger than artery, and vein has thinner wall than artery. Vein thinner wall. Artery is thicker wall because it need to carry. It need to withstand high pressure from the heart. Your heart need to pump the blood to hold your body, to hold part of your body. Need to pump to the whole part of your body, so it give higher pressure. Okay. So this artery need to withstand the pressure of the blood flow. Okay, vein bring the deoxygenated blood. Artery bring oxygenated blood. Artery bring oxygenated blood. Okay. This oxygenated blood must be pumped to whole part of the body. That's why the wall of artery is thicker than the rest. Okay. Vein The function is to carry the oxygenated blood. Okay, the oxygenated blood. Still remember the oxygenated blood, dia punya concentration of oxygen less, but this blood contain more carbon dioxide. The oxygenated blood will be carried to lungs, to be breathed out from your nose. Okay, and then capillary. Capillary is the connection between artery and vein and to the whole part of your body. So dia punya wall is one cell thick only, one cell thick for the diffusion process of oxygen or exchange of gases. That's the function of capillary. Yes, so remember the blood capillary, dia punya size or the wall is one cell thick, the thinnest wall. Okay. The differences between the blood vessel, 3 blood vessels. Okay. Okay, ni sepatutnya you kena draw. Lukis dekat buku. Lukis sendiri. No photostat. Tak ada photostat, tak ada kawan lukis. You sendiri lukis. You sendiri kena lukis. Kalau boleh you lukis yang ni lah. Nanti page 87. Lukis yang ni. Yeah. Okay, structure of human heart. We have 4 chambers, 2 atrium and 2 ventricles. Atria is the plural. Plural name for atrium. Atrium, A-T-R-I-U-M, atrium, and 2 ventricles. Let's see. Okay. Boleh tengok We have 4 chamber and 4 main blood vessel that connected to the heart, which is vena cava. Vena cava. Okay, vena cava. The main one, vena cava, connected to the right atrium. Right atrium, bahagian atas. Okay, bahagian atas, right atrium. We have vena cava. Okay, we also have pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein also at right atrium. Right atrium. Right atrium. This one connect to right ventricle. Right ventricle. This one connected to the right ventricle. Bahagian bawah. Pulmonary vein connected to right ventricle. Right ventricle. Okay. Vena cava, pulmonary vein. Saya suka buat short form. Vena cava, VC, pulmonary vein, PV. Okay. And then for the left atrium and left ventricle. Okay, left atrium bahagian atas. We have aorta. Wait. We have pulmonary. Salah. Pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein. Saya pun dah confused ni. Pulmonary vein. Okay, pulmonary vein connected to left ventricle. Left ventricle ataupun left atrium. And then when you pump out the blood, okay, the left ventricle connected to aorta. Connected to aorta. Okay, pulmonary vein, left atrium and aorta. Okay, aorta. This one, aorta. Okay, this one come out from left ventricle. Come out from left ventricle, aorta. Pulmonary vein connected to left atrium. Vena cava to right atrium. Okay, and one more, pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, PA, connected to right ventricle. Right ventricle. Nampak macam complicated. Yang ni memang nampak complicated sikit. Sebab dia punya blood vessel tu banyak. Banyak branch. Banyak branch. Okay, in between the chamber we have septum. We have septum. And this side of wall more thicker. Right chamber. And now left chamber. Left chamber is thicker. Left chamber thicker. And it's separated by septum to withstand high pressure. Okay, if the question asks you which side is thicker, so left side of your heart. Left side of your heart has thicker wall than the other side. Which means left ventricle, left atrium or left ventricle have thicker wall because it need to stand high pressure. Need to withstand the high pressure to pump the oxygenated blood throughout your body, to the whole part of your body. Okay, from the aorta. Okay, nanti saya akan explain balik. Right atrium has thin muscular wall. Right atrium means bahagian atas. Right atrium. Okay, functions. The oxygenated blood from the whole body except the lung enter the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. The oxygenated blood from the lung. From the whole body except the lung. Okay. No, not lung. From the whole body. Okay, when the right atrium contract, the oxygenated blood is forced to flow into the chamber, which is right ventricle. Ini tak nampak, nanti saya explain. Okay, we have three type of valve. Okay, remember the function of valve is to allow the flow of blood in only one direction. To allow blood to flow in one direction only. That is the function of valve. We have tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, and semilunar valve. Banyak valve. Okay, ini valve. Okay. We have bicuspid. Okay, bicuspid valve. Okay, at the left side, and we have tricuspid valve at the right side. Tricuspid right side, bicuspid left side, and then we have semilunar. Ini sama, same name, semilunar valve. Okay, bila nak keluar tu dia ada semilunar valve. Bila nak masuk ada two different name of valve, either tricuspid or bicuspid. Tricuspid for deoxygenated, bicuspid for oxygenated. Okay, right ventricle. Right ventricle has thick muscular wall. Okay, has thick muscular wall. Okay, function when the right ventricle contract, the oxygenated blood is forced to flow out into the pulmonary artery to be carried to the lung. Okay, nanti baca balik. Dia sambungan ni yang saya baca tadi. Dia sambungan. Okay. Tengok dekat sini baru nampak . That's why I ask you to draw this one. Draw this one lah. Baru nampak. Okay, first. The oxygenated blood come from the whole part, deoxy. Okay, come from the whole part of your body, enter right atrium. Enter right atrium. And then with means tricuspid valve. We have tricuspid valve here. Okay, enter the right ventricle. Okay, and then pump into lungs. So this one, number one, from the whole part of your body. Number two, the deoxygenated blood pumped to the lungs. Okay, pumped to the lung through artery. Pulmonary artery. Gambar yang tadi tu dia confuse sikit sebab dia yang real punya heart punya. Okay, yang ni baru nampak. Oh, this one for left side, right side. So yang ni baru nampak. Okay, right atrium we have VC, vena cava. Okay, and then this right ventricle connected to pulmonary artery. So bahagian atas dekat sini, bahagian atas, saya kira ini bahagian atas lah dua ni. Okay, so bahagian atas dua-dua artery. Pulmonary artery and aorta. Aorta also artery. Okay, awak ingat, you remember this upper part, side by side is artery. And the other one, sedikit ke bawah, okay, slightly down of the heart is vein. Vena for vein. Vein. Vena cava and we have pulmonary vein. VC and PV. V for vein. VC. V for vein. So yang bahagian bawah, kiri kanan, vein. Bahagian atas, we have artery. Either pulmonary artery or aorta. Boleh ingat tak? PA and A, aorta. So both at the top is artery. Because you need to pump to the lung and one more to pump to the whole part of the body. So artery. Right. Number two, the blood go to the lungs. And from the lungs, there are exchange of gases occur. Okay. From number two, from pulmonary artery, it goes to the lung. At the lung, gases exchange occur. So the oxygenated blood become oxygenated blood. Okay, from the lungs, it will go to number three. Where's number three? Number three is pulmonary vein. Okay, from the lungs, oxygenated blood enter the pulmonary vein into the left atrium, and we have a bicuspid valve here to flow, to allow the flow of blood into the left ventricle and then close it. Dia tak nak bagi blood to return back to the atrium. That's why we have valve. Okay, we have valve. Okay, the blood flow through the bicuspid valve and enter aorta to be pumped up to the whole body. Number 4. Number 4 to aorta. Okay, from aorta to whole part of body. Again, to send the oxygen to the body cell to carry out cellular respiration. Okay, boleh tak ni? So this two is semi-lunar valve. In artery, pulmonary artery or aorta, we have semi-lunar valve. Alright. Ada soalan nak tanya? Number one, from right atrium, right ventricle, go to pulmonary artery. From vena cava to pulmonary artery to the lung, take oxygen or gases exchange occur, and then from the lung to pulmonary vein, to pulmonary vein, and then go to aorta to be pumped up to whole body. Okay, so from vena cava to pulmonary artery, and then to pulmonary vein, and then next to aorta. 4 steps you need to remember. Okay, and then in between, after pulmonary artery is lung. Lung, gases exchange occur. Okay, ini dia punya explanation lah. One by one, the function of semilunar valve. Okay, left atrium. Ini semua dia explain sama je. Benda yang sama. Okay. Boleh tak ni? Laluan darah. Ini yang saya buat simple. Ini yang lagi simple. Okay. Bentuk love divide into 4. We have 4 chamber. Okay. Ini ingatlah. Sebelah sini our left become right. Become right. Right atrium, right ventricle. Okay, this one left atrium, left ventricle. Okay. So we start with vena cava. Bring the deoxygenated blood. Vena cava bring deoxygenated blood from whole body. From whole body to the heart. Okay, the heart pump to the lung from pulmonary artery. So here also deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery carry or transport deoxygenated blood to the lungs. To the lung. And then from the lung, go to number 4. Enter pulmonary vein, go to the left ventricle and pump out through aorta to the whole part of your body to send or to transport the oxygen to the body cell. Okay. Boleh Ada soalan nak tanya? Semua ingat position lah. You remember the position of all the blood vessel. 4 blood vessel. Vena cava, pulmonary artery, bahagian atas. Artery dua-dua dekat atas. Pulmonary artery, aorta. And then dekat kiri kanan, right, left, vena cava and pulmonary vein. Both are vein. Bawah, both and vein. Atas, both are artery. Either pulmonary artery or aorta. Remember, aorta is the very important one. At the left atrium. Okay, at the left side of your heart, aorta, to pump up blood to the whole body. Aorta. And then the rest you can remember lah. Vena cava, pulmonary vein, and this one is pulmonary artery. Either one. Because artery we have two. Aorta and pulmonary artery. If this one is aorta, remember this one, and the other one is pulmonary artery. Vein we have two also, vena cava and pulmonary vein. So you cross. You cross. Pulmonary vein here, pulmonary artery up here, and then the other one is vena cava. Yang ni cross. Pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein ni you cross. Jangan tertukar. Artery masih dekat atas. I just mentioned artery must be up here, side by side with aorta. Okay. Tak susah pun nak ingat. And then which one is deoxygenated? Which one carry oxygenated blood? Remember, vena cava bring deoxy together with pulmonary artery. Aorta bring oxygen. Left side bring oxygen, right side bring deoxygenated. Okay, next. This one is comparison lah between the vein, capillary and artery. Okay, ini dia punya side view. Side view, got lumen, capillary, one layer, one cell thick, artery transport oxygenated blood, except pulmonary artery. Vein transport deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. Vein here refer to vena cava. Okay, vena cava. Bring deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein bring oxygenated blood. This one also. Artery, dia refer kepada aorta. Aorta transport oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery that bring deoxygenated blood. Sebab dia cross tadi kan, dia cross. Okay, and then dia punya circulation of blood, which one have high pressure, which one slow or low pressure. Okay, vein, low pressure, artery, high pressure. Okay. Semua tak padam ni. Okay. Alright, in human, we have double blood circulatory system. Ni biasa soalan akan tanya, what is the name of a human blood circulatory system? Or the system used? Double blood, double. Take note, we have double blood circulatory system. Why double? We have two. Ada pulmonary or systemic. Pulmonary circulatory system and systemic circulatory system. Okay, pulmonary. Pulmonary circulatory system means the blood flow through the pulmonary. Ada pulmonary artery or pulmonary vein. So this one from the artery to lung and from the vein to heart. From lung to heart. Okay, this one deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Okay, ni. Pulmonary artery sepatutnya from pulmonary vena cava lah. Vena cava. From the vena cava. Ada blue kan. Bukan yang bahagian atas. Bahagian atas tengok. Number 1 for pulmonary. Look, number 1 here for pulmonary circulatory system. Pulmonary circulatory system from pulmonary artery to the lung and pulmonary vein to the heart. Ni yang bahagian atas. That one involve lungs. I remember lungs. Pulmonary involve lungs. From pulmonary artery. It brings to the lung. Okay, for systemic circulatory system, ada below here, this below here, from the heart to all part of body. From heart to whole part of your body. So from the aorta to whole part of body and then to vein and then heart again. Okay. From aorta, this is aorta. This number 2 is aorta. Ini artery ni refer to aorta. To the whole part of your body and back to vein. This is vena cava. Aorta. This is vein is vena cava. This is systemic circulatory system that involve heart and whole part. The other one, pulmonary, involve lung. Involve lung. So you imagine pulmonary circulatory system involve lung. So which blood vessel that goes to lung, connected to the lung? Pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. Okay. And then for systemic circulatory system involve the whole part of your body. So which blood vessel at your heart that connected to the whole part? We have aorta that pump blood to the whole part and vein that take the carbon dioxide or deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, summary. Pulmonary circulatory system involve pulmonary lah, either pulmonary vein or pulmonary artery. Okay. From the heart to the lung. Second, systemic circulatory system involve body, the whole body and heart. That use aorta or vena cava. You imagine dulu. Imagine the heart. Imagine the structure of the heart. And then baru relate. Where's the lung? Where's the whole part of your body? And then which blood vessel is connected to the heart? Okay. Okay, ni heartbeat. Macam banyak je ni. Nantilah kita sambung yang ni. Semacam dah banyak dah. Ni heartbeat ni nanti kalau subsign, nanti belajar lagi heartbeat, rate pulse. Benda sama. Ni benda sama, form 4. Dia ulang balik lah form 4. Dia dah belajar form 3 tapi dia ulang balik form 4. Ni kalau nantilah. Rasanya you punya kelas ni semua pure science. Right. Setuju tak? Do you agree? Semua nanti nanti masuk 4B ya. Take physics, chemistry and bio Nanti benda ni dalam bio lah. Belajar lagi. More detail. Right. Boleh until here for today. Tak boleh banyak sangat nanti. Saya ada kelas lagi nanti. Form 5. Pecah laptop saya kalau lama sangat. Okay, ada soalan nak tanya? Tak padam, saya tak suka. Boleh ingat tak? Semua ni. Structure of heart ni. The flow of deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood from where to where. Nanti balik. You sebenarnya kena baca lah. Kena baca. One by one. Okay, saya nak tanya sekejap. Okay. Tak ada yang kosong. Sekejap jangan keluar lagi. Tak habis lagi kelas kan? Sikit-sikit saya nak tanya. Okay, saya nak present lain. 31. Okay. Okay, nampak saya punya pink board. Okay. Apa yang you belajar tadi? Okay, kita ada heart. Right? We have heart. We have for chamber. Okay, this one. Pula ni. Okay. This is right, right atrium. Upper. The upper part is atrium. Below is ventricle. Saya ulang balik. Make sure terus masuk ke dalam you punya brain Save terus. Okay. We have right atrium and right ventricle. Left atrium, left ventricle. Okay. And then we have two vessels here. Apa? Bahagian atas ni, both are artery. Both are artery. So this one I want you to remember. The main one is aorta. Aorta. Okay, this one you must remember this one, aorta. And then the rest is pulmonary artery. Both are artery. Okay. And then the other two, ada below mana-mana lah. Okay, the other two is for vein. Both are vein. Okay, we have both are vein. Okay, either vena cava or pulmonary vein. So which one is pulmonary vein? I said that it cross. It cannot be together. Pulmonary artery cannot be pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein with aorta. Cross. Even it has a same name, pulmonary, but it cross. Okay, so here pulmonary vein, and the other one is vena cava. Okay, both are vein. Okay, now if the question asks you the flow of the blood into the heart, so we start with vena cava. We can start with vena cava lah, because we want to get the oxygen. Okay, from vena cava, number one, deoxygenated blood. Deoxy. Okay, flow to the right atrium. Okay, right atrium, and then to right ventricle. Okay, then we have what? We have tricuspid valve. We have tricuspid valve in between. Tricuspid valve. Okay, now sambung balik from right ventricle to the pulmonary artery. Go where? This one deoxy, no oxygen. So we need the oxygen. We go to the lungs. We go to the lungs. From pulmonary artery, we go to lungs. Okay, from lungs, it take the oxygen. Gases exchange occur. The one that you have learned in the chapter 2, the alveolus one, the oxyhemoglobin, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then from the lungs, go to number 3, which is pulmonary vein. From the lung. From the lung, go to enter the pulmonary vein, the blood, the oxygenated blood. So now here we have oxygenated blood. This one for PA still deoxy. Okay, from pulmonary vein, enter the left atrium into the left ventricle, and then in between we have bicuspid valve. Bicuspid valve. Okay, from left atrium, it enter left ventricle and go to aorta to be pumped up to whole body. The whole body. Whole body from aorta. Okay. This one from whole body, vena cava. Okay. And one more valve. In between here, got one more valve that we call it semilunar valve. Okay. Boleh? Sedap boleh dah tu. Tak adalah susah sangat lah. Cuma ingat je. That's why I want you to draw. Try to draw and look, make your own story. Same like what I done here lah. Sama macam saya buat dekat sini. Cuba. Boleh ingat tak? Lukis balik and try to remember what happened in your heart. In and out of your heart. Okay, we stop at here. We continue later for the next, for the blood pressure. Blood pressure and pulse rate. Okay, for the heartbeat. Nanti kita sambung. Simple je, tapi takut nanti you pening. You ingat dulu yang ini. Jadi nanti kita sambung. Okay, tendons. 32. Cak Tosha memang tak ada. Tosha liver. 32 means 4. Siapa yang selalu tak ada ni, Rini? Betul ada. Okay lah. Sekejap. Ni yang lain boleh bantu Rini. Siapa selalu yang tak ada ni? Siapa kawan awak yang selalu tak ada dekat sini? Saya tengok picture Lee Sok Mo ni pening saya. Pusing kepala. Wong ada dua je kan. Wong Yuzen, Wong The Jin. Adrian nampak masuk Josephine. Kylie. Kylie, Liva, Tusha. Seorang lagi. Mandy? Mandy tak ada Okay, dah. Okay. Mandy, Kylie, Liva, Tusha. Okay. Okay, dismiss. Yelah. Tak boleh lama sangat. Nanti saya pun tersasul. Okay. Bye. We meet next week. Okay. Bye. Okay, jangan lupa buat assignment. (11.40) sepatutnya pukul 11.50. Okay, ada. Okay. Kecil. Bye, Tasha, stay Hui. Stay Hui pakai gambar sendiri. Bagus.